What's going on, guys? Good morning. We are on a 3.3 Blackfin today, or 3.32 Blackfin rather, and we are going all the way to the Keys today. It's going to be a long day. It's about 8 o'clock right now, and we've got a long way to go. Let me get off the dock here a second. But basically, we're delivering this Blackfin down to my client's house down near Key West, and we've been putting it off for a while because of all the storms and everything. But it's time to get this thing down there. This week is not ideal. It has to be down there by the 25th, which is next week. And today, the wind is blowing out of the northeast, more east, northeast really. Pretty hard, probably 20-25 miles an hour. And you know, the state of Florida, the landmass is blocking that wind. It's knocking the wind down. So it should be a nice ride. I'm expecting down to about Marco. So it should be a fairly decent ride off the beach, but we have to make the cross over to Key West. I don't know, I'm probably gonna push the boat pretty hard this morning. Maybe try to run 45-50 miles an hour, try to kill some time, because I know the cross is gonna take longer. I might even have to slow, I'm expecting to have to slow down on this cross from Marco to Key West. Probably run the boat at 20 to 25 miles an hour. I don't know, I'm really hoping that I won't have to. The seas will be broadside to my port side because of the east-northeast wind. So it's gonna be, it might be, you know, 3 to 4s. I'm hoping for 2 to 3s or better. We'll see, but might get a little beat up this afternoon. So we got a long way to go. We got about 230 miles. We are all the way up in the heart of Tampa Bay right now. We're coming out of Ruskin. So I got to go all the way out of Tampa Bay, and then I got to head south. So we got some ground to cover today. I definitely want to be there before nightfall, around 5 o'clock. I don't want to deal with all the lobster traps and all that good stuff. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be a minefield down there with lobster traps. I don't want to hit one at night, all that good stuff. So definitely trying to get there before dark. I think it's possible. Probably going to get beat up a little bit on the second half of this trip. So wanted to bring you guys along. I appreciate all of you tuning in to watch. We'll see how today goes, but hey, it's sun is shining. We got fair winds and following seas on the first half of this trip. We'll see what happens later today. But on a beautiful boat. This is a Seafoam Green Hull 332 Blackfin, brand new, bought within the year. It's an awesome boat. And it's probably one of the only reasons I'm actually making this trip today, because I know that the boat can handle it. I may personally not like it. I may personally get beat up, but the boat will handle it just fine. Let the boat do its thing. Let the boat work. Don't let the boat get beat up. That's the name of the game. We'll see how it goes. About to come out in Tampa Bay in just a second. Just want to give you a little tour of the boat real quick. Nice helm setup, twin Garmin's, joystick. Actually need to make a heading change right now. I'm on autopilot. Just idling out of this no wig zone. Swing our fenders in here. Pretty boat. Got the diamond stitching upholstery. Black hardtop, which is sharp. Awesome door. I love the doors on these Blackfins. It's a patent pending door. Got kind of the Navy ship style latch system, which is always, I like it. To me, it's a pretty secure door. A lot of the doors on these manufactured boats, you know, they just put a piece of fiberglass up there with a little latch and 2 hinges and expect it to work. They always fail long term after they get beat up a little bit. Twin 400 Mercs, great setup, very quiet, very efficient. Definitely need to move this stuff or it's going to be gone. But nice boat. I actually helped them bring it up here from the Keys, so now we're going to bring it back. Just a quick tip for you Garmin owners. I love running the fishing chart, not the nav chart, which is that one. I love running the fishing chart, which has all of these extra contours. If it'll load, there it goes. See all the extra contours you get in there? I want as much detail as possible when I'm looking at my chart, so I really like using the fishing chart version. I always set up my heading line right here that leads out in front of the boat to about a mile, maybe 2 miles sometimes. Make a quick 90-degree turn here with the autopilot. Most of the Garmin's now, I believe, are coming with the fishing chart pre-programmed in. If not, you can buy it and download it via Active Captain, and you can get this as well as updated just regular nav charts as well. But the fishing chart has more detail. Basically, what you're looking at on the fishing chart is the Navionics app, which is now a Garmin product, as most of you know. When you turn on the sonar charting on the Navionics app on your phone, that's basically what you're looking at here. So you have that feature on your Garmin now, which is cool. They didn't have that for a long time. Well, we got a full tank of fuel. This boat holds 315 gallons. Marina filled it up this morning before I arrived, which is nice. This boat gets about a mile to the gallon, so we should be able to run straight to the Keys. No issues, no stops for fuel. I brought lunch, so it's gonna be a one-way, hopefully 5 hours or less. We'll see. It's all based on the seas and how fast I can run. So hopefully it's 5 hours or less. That would be nice. I'd like to be pulling in there about, I don't know, 2, 3 o'clock at the latest. That'd be ideal. Very low tide this morning. I don't know if you can see it in my starboard report, but very, very low tide. The birds are standing up this morning. You can tell how quiet those Mercuries are. Very quiet. A lot of you guys asked me about what I use for, safety and communication. On this trip, I have an ePerb with me, and I also have my Garmin InReach. I have the InReach Mini, which basically means the InReach Mini does everything the full InReach does, but I have to use my phone to send customized messages. So it links up to my phone Bluetooth, using Bluetooth, and then I can send custom messages and use the keyboard to type. Otherwise, you can use the Mini, the device itself, the Mini, to send preset messages that you can set up, like help or I'm all good, whatever you want to do to your loved ones, or however you decide to use it. But I have both of those devices. Obviously, we have the VHF on the boat, so I have 3 lines of safety, communication safety, in case anything goes wrong on this trip. That's generally how I always do things, running offshore fishing on all these trips. I am running solo. You know, a lot of people wouldn't do this solo. When you're doing this for a client and it can be done solo safely, you kind of have to because of budget reasons, unless the client is okay or wants me to bring somebody else and have them pay them a day rate plus a flight home. So generally, if I can do it solo, I just try to do it solo. It's a 33-foot center console, totally manageable. Obviously, you'd like a second hand if anything went wrong, but when you have a little bit of experience, you learn to manage things on your own regardless. I say that now, knock on wood, but it hadn't bit me yet, put it that way. All right, we're coming out into the bay here. Let's get her on plane, see what the day holds. Get this leg 1 done and over with. Get out of the bay. 44 miles an hour right now. I'm gonna keep it like that for a while. Getting about 1 mile to the gallon. Got it trimmed down about 12 degrees on a Mercury. That's just Mercury talk. Every engine manufacturer reads their displays a little differently, but that's how Mercury does it. Keep it on and ready to go. I clip it onto my belt with that ring, or I put it in my pocket, but when you're solo running 45, keep it on you. Coming around Bean Point in Anna Maria right now. Definitely picked up on the outer edge of the bay here, coming into the Gulf. Passage Key over here. Run Bean Point cut, come around this sandbar, and head south. Be on autopilot for 2 hours. 2.5 hours, I guess. Remember, always use your eyes, not your electronics. Use your eyes coming through these passes out here on the beach. Your eyes tell you more of a story than those electronics do. Learn how to read the water. Little update for you. We have passed Boca Grande down here off Cayo Costa, about to come around Sanibel. It was really bumpy, really white cappy. Just throwing the bow of the boat around, even with a little trim tab down from about Sarasota to Boca Grande. And then after Boca Grande, it kind of like laid out and just got more swelly. The white caps went away, the wind died down. That's definitely not on the wind forecast as far as that. This area is supposed to be blowing just as consistent as it was up north, but I hope this holds. It would sure be a much nicer ride for the next 2-3 hours. I don't know. We're making time, running about 40. I had to pull it back a little bit. So running about 40. Looking pretty nice out here so far. All right, well, we just passed Marco. We're just south of Cape Romano, and I have no idea what's going on, but it's not bad out here. The wind is, I don't know, I gotta stop the boat. It's probably 15 mile an hour. Seas are following to our stern. It's looking promising. I mean, we still have 70 miles to go, but generally on the backside of the trip, once you get closer to the Keys, it'll calm down. But right now, it's not bad. I can't really believe it. Forecast was calling for 20, 25, with a gust of up to 28. I thought it was going to be much sportier. Once again, I don't want to talk too soon. Still got 70 miles to go, but I don't know. I'm happy. My girlfriend said she prayed last night that it would be a better ride than I thought it would be, so we'll chalk it up to that. Y'all will meet her soon, by the way. But I'm hopeful. Hopefully we can get through these next 70 miles about 2 hours, just about like this. But who knows, once we get a little bit more separation out of Florida Bay, it might get a little rougher, I don't know. Going good so far. close, getting close. All right, we are coming into the backside of the Keys from the west, backside of Cujo. So we'll be pulling into Cujo Key here in about 15 minutes, running the back channel back into Cujo. It was a really nice crossing. I mean, a little bouncy on the bow, but nothing major. I mean, just swelly. I really can't believe it. I don't know how we got lucky with that, but the wind forecast was definitely off. I'd say it was blowing 10 to 15, not 15 to 20, so we got lucky. And the gusts were not there. You know, those gusts, that's what really drives those white caps. And they were predicting 25 mile an hour of gusts, and it wasn't there. So I'm pretty happy. We pulled in, I guess it's about 2:30 now. So we'll be on the dock by 3 o'clock. Get this thing cleaned up and put away. With water depth, there's a lot of rock, a lot of shallow water in these backcountry keys. You gotta watch your tide. I'm gonna check the tide real quick. I use the Tides app, and I keep my location on all the time on the app. That way when I pull it up and I need it instantly, I have that tide right away where I'm at currently, because I'm moving around all the time. So otherwise I'd have to search for the tide station. So it pulls up the closest tide station and tide table where I am at the moment. So right now it's about a 1.5 up. It's an outgoing tide, but the tide is, you know, it's halfway up. It's not high, and it's average. Not a super high tide, but it's not low tide either, so about average. But it is going to be going out here soon. Tarpon Belly Key sandbar over there. Pretty nice beach. To come under the bridge. It's always fun running around in 4 to 5 feet of water, and you can see the bottom next to you running 42 miles an hour. Makes you pucker up a little bit. Current is ripping. Now we got a real tight, windy channel through here. Got to be real careful. backside, that is for sure. We made it to the canal. Man, that channel is skinny. I mean, you know, you can see it right there. That's the shelf. A lot of rock in here. That was the bend and the channel in here. Small margin of error. Small margin of error. Got to be nice and tight with your movements and your steering. Watching your chart like a hawk. We're officially in the Keys. Water is clear down here. Like it in the winter down here. Tide is rolling out of here. And it looks like shoot, still got a half a tank. 160 gallons left. That's pretty good economy for rolling 38 to 42 miles an hour for about 5 hours straight. That's awesome. Yeah, for a while there, when it got when it swelled out a little bit, I was getting 1.1 there for a minute. But pretty good, pretty good. These old Keys homes are awesome. They're just cool. I already set out my fenders here. Alright, we are here. Now I gotta get some lines. Just had a little temporary tie. I got a couple springs going there. Probably put another bow on, but lift guys are coming tomorrow to adjust the lift. So we'll get it all cleaned up, and I'm here tonight through tomorrow, and then I fly out tomorrow, so I'll be here a day or another day. We're gonna get this thing cleaned up, looking good, get it all taken care of for him, so when he comes down for Christmas, it's looking nice. Got a little ride. Thank you guys for coming along. All right, well, she's here, guys. Once again, thanks for following along. I really appreciate all the views lately, all the subscribes. So let me know what kind of content you want to see on these kind of trips. You know, I know it's a long day for me, so I don't get to cover it all, but leave it in the comments as to what you'd like me to cover on these type of trips, and I'll make sure to hit it on each one. Please give us a like and subscribe. See you on the next one.